Hey everyone, welcome to the 51st tutorial in Python and the beginning of a new series, OOPS. So today will be the first part of OOPS, which is object-oriented programming. So today we'll cover the introduction and what exactly is OOPS. So let's get straight into it.
Let's start with a simple problem. Imagine you're a developer and you're coding a simple contact list app. So in the contact list app, you store your names, your friends' phone numbers, and maybe their emails too, and, and a bunch of other variables. So it comes to a point where all your variables just get scattered everywhere. So then you have to add search features to search for your variables. And when you start importing or exporting your code suddenly turns into a mess. When a person codes, it grows quite fast and quite long and becomes really difficult to manage. That's where a new segment of programming comes in. It's called object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming is mainly made up of two things: objects and classes. Now, what is the difference between an object and a class? So objects are things you can interact with, like a car or a bank account or etc. But classes, classes are blueprints. So they define how an object behaves, like an instruction manual on how to make a car. So if you're making a game and if you want to build 100 cars, you don't write the same code again and again and again for 100 times to make 100 cars. You just make one class of a car and you make 100 objects from it. You make one instruction manual and you just make a bunch of cars using the same instruction manual. You don't type your code 100 times, you just type it once and just duplicate it by 100. So to code any OOPS in Python, you first need to start with your class. So we'll be taking a car example which we talked about. So we'll take the class and we'll name it car. Now we're going to initialize the features of a car. So def init. Init stands for initialize. Self. So self is like the way you initialize your object. So the self stays the same for every object, and from there you make your things such as brand. Brand, let's say Toyota or Lexus or Lamborghini, any brand, and the year, the model. Now, under this, let's make everything into proper words. So the first term you see over here, self, it initializes everything after it. So brand and year. So to make it easier for us, we'll set self.brand is equal to brand and self.year is equal to year. So once again, if you don't understand what's happening over here, self is basically an initializer. When you run in itself, it initializes a brand and year as features of the card object. And to make it easy for us to understand, we just rather than typing self all the time before brand or here, we just set it as self.brand is equal to brand, self.year is equal to year. Now let's put an object into our class. So let's take my car is equal to car Toyota, 2019. So as you can see over here, Toyota is our brand and 2019 is the year. Now, let's say you only wanted to know the brand of the car. So you just print mycar.brand and print mycar.year. So when we run this code, as you can see over here, Toyota and 2019. Now it's time for a little bit of explanation. In it is the constructor. It constructs the object. Self and self.brand and self.year are unique properties of the car object. And my car is the instance of the car class. My car, once again, is an instance or is an object from the class car with its own data. As you can see, every car has a brand and year, but it can differ. So this car is unique because it's a Toyota. There might be another car which might be a Nissan or a Lamborghini or anything. But we're still using the same blueprint to make the car.
If this video helped you understand what exactly OOPS is and gave you an introductory idea of what is OOPS, then make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and get ready for the next part in the OOPS series.